Somebody finally said the quiet part about Toronto's finances out loud. Hi, I'm Brian Lilley, political columnist with the Toronto Sun. You've heard, probably, regardless of where you live in this country, that the city of Toronto is broke and they need you, dear taxpayer, regardless of where you live, to help bail them out. The city of Toronto has been asking for more money from the federal and provincial governments, some of it completely legitimate. The Trudeau government should be paying for their fair share of housing refugees that they brought into or encouraged to come into the country. It's a federal responsibility. But Toronto also wants money for general programs. They want money for their transit system operations. They want money to provide for things that they say they can't pay for. And yet they're moving ahead with programs that simply don't make sense in this fiscal context. I'm talking about renaming Dundas Street. It's one of the biggest streets in the city. It's one of the biggest streets in the country. And to rename it, we're talking about $8.6 million. So when asked, is he ready to provide more support for Toronto to help with their budget shortfall, Ontario Finance Minister Peter Bethlenfalvy raised the elephant in the room.
The province has been there, and I would just ask the mayor to look at some things like renaming Dundas Street. Is that the priority that she wants to fund? And if they've got money to do that, then that's the will of council. So that's something I'll leave to the mayor, and I'm sure we'll sit down at some point.
It was a little while ago that Shelly Carroll, a city councillor and now budget chair for Mayor Olivia Chow, had said on an interview with News Talk 1010, look, we can't afford this anymore. We can't pay for it. It'd be a nice to do thing, but we can't do it at the moment. Olivia Chow, she went out and said she still believes in going forward with it. She wants to move ahead. Whether you agree or disagree that Dundas was too attached to slavery, and it's questionable, the allegations against him, this cost is tremendous. Add to that when the city did the study on renaming Dundas, they found that there were 60 different street names with problematic people at the front of it, including 12 streets that were named for slave owners. People like Samuel Jarvis behind Jarvis Street. I wonder if Brant, named for Joseph Brant, the Mohawk leader and slave owner, was also on that list. Can you imagine the cost if it's $8.6 million for Dundas, and that's just the cost to taxpayers? How much will it be for those other 60 streets at a time when the city is complaining to the province and feds that they're broke? This is not something that should be happening. In my view, if you believe that we need to reconcile with our history, here's how you do it. You tell the whole story, the good, the bad, the ugly. You explain why the people were honored in their day and what's problematic about them to us today. Why did the Jarvis family support slavery? Was Henry Dundas actually in support of slavery? His ancestors say no. What about some of the other people? Tell the whole history. Let us learn from our history rather than burying it. That's the way we should be going forward, especially at a time when the city is broke. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below, share this on social media, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.